I despise the idea of a grand wedding, but I'm terrified of disappointing my fiancé. Hi everyone. I really need some advice because my wedding, which should be the happiest day of my life, is starting to feel like a nightmare. So, a little background. My fiancé, F, 27M, and I, 25F, have been together for 3 years. He is the most wonderful man I have ever known. He is kind, compassionate, generous, smart, a total geek, and one of the most hardworking people I have ever seen. He is a doctor, he volunteers all the time, he is always picking up extra shifts to help newer doctors at his hospital, and he somehow still manages to make me feel like the most loved and respected woman in the world. I honestly don't know how I got so lucky. He proposed to me this past August and it was perfect. We are both painfully shy and hate being the center of attention, so he took me for a walk on the beach. It was winter, so the beach was completely empty, just the two of us with the sea and the cold air. I love going there in the winter because it feels so peaceful. That is exactly what I wanted, and he knew it. I felt like I was in a dream. Afterward, we agreed on what kind of wedding we wanted. Small, intimate, meaningful. We thought about a Catholic ceremony in São Paulo followed by an intimate, elegant, and peaceful party with maybe 80 guests, only our closest friends and family. Nothing flashy, just something that felt like us. But then our families got involved. Both sides have big expectations and even bigger budgets. I am the first child in my family to get married, and F is the first son. His mother immediately started talking about a big wedding, and at first we laughed and said no way. But then she explained how awful the past 2 years have been for their family. 3 of F's grandparents passed away recently, 2 in 2024 and 1 in 2023. His eldest sister divorced her husband and is raising 3 kids alone cause her ex is a stupid, irresponsible man. His middle sister had a heartbreaking miscarriage after years of trying. His brother was cheated on by his fiancée and had the most painful breakup I have ever witnessed someone have. And his youngest sister lost her dream job. His mom said a big wedding would finally bring some joy to the family. That it would give them a reason to celebrate. She even offered to pay for everything. My mom jumped in right after, saying my parents would also help if she could invite whoever she wanted. So now, our 80-person wedding has somehow exploded into 400 guests. 5 times bigger than what I, the fucking bride, wanted. And the worst part is that F has changed his mind. At first, he was just as against it as I was. But now he says it could be a good thing. That it would make our families happy, that it would give everyone a night to celebrate after so much loss, and that he feels like he owes them that. He keeps saying it will be wonderful for everyone, that it will make our mothers proud. I just feel like everything we dreamed of has been ripped away. I went from 5 bridesmaids, his sisters and my sister plus my maid of honor, to 9. He is adding cousins he barely talks to into his groomsmen. Every detail we planned together is gone. And I am honestly panicking. The idea of walking down the aisle in front of 400 people makes me feel like I can't breathe. I know for a fact I will have a panic attack. I couldn't even present a seminary in front of my class back in college. How on earth will I pull out being the center of attention with this many guests present? Also, in Brazil it is tradition to greet every single guest, and while it used to be 80 people, I was even excited for it. But now I can't even imagine forcing myself to smile and hug 400 people, most of whom I don't even know. It makes me want to cry and throw up just thinking about it. I know it sounds selfish, but I keep thinking, why should we change everything for them? I love his family, but a party will not bring back his sister's baby, it will not undo his brother's heartbreak, it will not give his younger sister her job back. I want to support them, but is it really fair to sacrifice what should be our day for something that won't even fix their pain? The hardest part is that every time I try to bring this up to F, I see how much pressure he feels. He wants to make everyone proud. He doesn't want to let anyone down. And then I start to feel guilty and selfish for even wanting to go back to our original plan. We both make good money, we don't need our parents to pay for this wedding, so why can't we just do it our way? Right now it feels like I am a guest at my own wedding, and the day I dreamed about is slipping away. How do I even talk to him about this without sounding ungrateful or heartless? How do I make him understand that this is our day and it should feel like us, without taking away the joy his family is hoping for? I really need some guidance.
Relevant comment. Plastic_Venus. 1. Being selfish isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes it's entirely healthy and necessary, especially when 2. The person you're supposed to be marrying cares more about the feelings of others than he does yours.
OP. I guess I never saw being selfish as something that was not inherently wrong. I don't necessarily think he cares more about their opinion more than he cares for mine. I know if I give him an ultimatum he will stick by my side, but I also think a wedding shouldn't be only the bride's will. He does have a saying, if he truly wants a big wedding then he will have to compromise and we can get to a middle ground, but that's the issue. I can tell this is not what he wants deep down. He has this pathological need to please his parents because they paid for his med school entirely. He doesn't have any student's loan in his name, and that is messed up. I want to break him free from this.
Blue, Phoenix 23. I guess I never saw being selfish as something that was not inherently wrong. There's an enormous difference between being selfish at the expense of others and being selfish in that you have drawn boundaries for your own behavior and desires. I know it's confusing, especially if you live in a culture of self-sacrifice, but there is nothing inherently wrong in figuring out what you want for yourself and sticking by it. In this case, it's not you that is being selfish. It's all the people demanding that your wedding meet their dreams.